Hello viewers, welcome back to another live section. So as you all know, Nnamdi Kanu went to court today and he ordered Justice Binta Nyako to step down from his trial because he lost confidence in her and because she refused, to obey the orders of the Supreme Court. So told her to step down and to rescue herself from his trial. So before I move further, you guys know that the Supreme Court is the highest court in Nigeria, and once they make order, all the other courts have to listen to them. But this woman have refused to do so. So Nnamdi Kanu told her to step down and rescue herself from his case. So before I move further, let's look at this. Let's look at trending headlines on social media today. Number one here is Dangote expresses regrets not purchasing Arsenal Football Club. And then secondly, we have Edo election, blatant example of state capture, Obi. Lastly, we have Barcelona goalkeeper Ter Stegen set to undergo surgery. So guys, for more details on those trending headline, do also visit our website, edimnews.com. Make that website your number one when it comes to trending headline. So guys, for more details, visit our website, edimnews.com. So back to this headline, the headline that we'll have for today. It says, breaking, Justice Binta Nyako to step down from Nnamdi Kanu's trial. Like I said before, Nnamdi Kanu ordered Justice Binta Nyako to step down from his trial because he lost confidence in her and she refused to obey the court and the Supreme Court, the orders of the Supreme Court. Like I said, the Supreme Court is the highest court. It's the highest court in Nigeria. Once they make an order, all other courts should obey it. But this woman has refused to obey. And Nnamdi Kanu has been in the custody of DSS since June 2021. He has been there for so long. People are saying this is a tactics they want to use, to keep him there till 2025. The Supreme Court, they made the Supreme Court, criticize the revocation of his bail by the High Court, but they did not listen to this. And another one, the judication of the High Court to oversee his case. But these people don't want to listen to it. So Nnamdi Kanu has, ordered that Binta Nyako should step down to rescue herself from his trial. So guys, let's look at more details. Honestly, I don't understand what's happening in Nigeria again. Supreme Court is highest court. Whenever they give an order, all other courts should, obey. But the High Court, have refused to obey. This woman has refused to obey to the orders of Supreme Court. So Nnamdi Kanu has ordered Binta Nyako to rescue herself from his trial today in his court section at Abuja. So guys, let's look at this article for more details. It says here, at the resumed hearing in the trial of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, at the Federal High Court in Abuja on Tuesday, Justice Binta Nyako said she was going to rescue herself from the trial. So, rescue as defined by the law.com dictionary means to refuse to be a judge or for a judge to agree to a request by one of the party to step aside in a lawsuit or appeal because of a conflict of interest or other good reason, acquaintanceship with one of the parties. For example, it also applies to a judge or prosecutor being removed. Reading on, it says here, in Nyako's response to rescue herself from the trial followed Kanu's request in the open court that the trial judge rescue herself from his trial since she has refused to obey the orders of the Supreme Court. So here he's trying to say that and why Nyako wants to rescue herself was because of the orders, the request of Nnamdi Kanu in the open court. He made the orders today that this judge should rescue herself from his trial because she has refused to obey the orders of the Supreme Court. So reading on, it says Kanu is being prosecuted by the federal government on a 7 counts bordering on terrorism. Reading on, it says Kanu stated that he had lost confidence in the court and that the trial judge should rescue herself from his trial. Meanwhile, Justice Nyako replied that she would be happy to do just that. She added that she would be sending, this woman is not even checking that what she's doing is actually wrong. For the Supreme Court, to make an order which she's not even looking at. She's just looking over it. She doesn't want to obey. She's still saying she's happy, to do that. She added that she would be sending Kanu's case file back to the chief judge for it to be reassigned. Meanwhile, Kanu ordered his counsel, Aloy Ejimako, to sit down while he was trying to persuade the court to suspend the trial on the basis that his client was denied the opportunity to prepare his defense. So here is saying that Nnamdi Kanu ordered his lawyer Aloy Ejimako to sit down while he was trying to persuade the court to suspend the trial on the basis that his client was denied opportunity to prepare his defense. His lawyer Aloy Ejimako, was trying to tell the court to suspend the trial, his case for now, that the client was denied opportunity to prepare his defense. So Nnamdi Kanu ordered him to sit down. So it says here, Kanu referred to the Supreme Court's judgment where alleged bias against the judge was raised. So initially, Kanu made an appeal to the High Court, which they didn't handle well. One of the appeal was that the Supreme Court criticized the revocation of his bail by the High Court, but they didn't handle this very well. They just looked over it. And another one is the jurisdiction of the High Court to oversee his case. They didn't handle this case well, so he lost confidence in the court and said that this woman, Justice Binta, should rescue herself from his trial. So reading on, it says, speaking further, he said, "My lord, I have no confidence in this court anymore, and I ask you to rescue yourself because you did not abide by the decision of the Supreme Court." Reading on, it says, I can understand it if the DSS refused to obey a court order. But for this court to refuse to obey an order of the Supreme Court is regrettable. Honestly, it's very bad for a high court, to refuse to obey to an order of the highest court in Nigeria. He said it's regrettable. I'm asking you to rescue yourself from this case. The prosecution counsel Adeboyinga Awomolo San, however, tried to urge Justice Nyako to proceed with the trial, but she responded that she had been minded to, rescue herself from the case. So this man, was trying to convince Justice Nyako to continue with the case, but she replied that she has been minded, to rescue herself from the case. So guys, reading on, it says, I am seeking you to rescue yourself from this case. So she said, I hereby rescue. So Binta Nyako is saying that she hereby rescue herself and remits the case file back to Chief Judge, she declared. So guys, this is what happened in court today. I keep wondering why the high court don't want to listen to the order of Supreme Court. People are saying this is the means they want to use, and still keep this man in the custody of DSS. So let's see what some people are saying over this case. Let's see what some people are saying. So this first person said, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who was discharged and acquitted by the Nigerian Appeal Court, has showed up in the same court again, peaceful, after the DSS refused to release him. MNK is a UK citizen who has been denied his right to freedom. So the second person here is saying, I will never stop fighting for my people, even if it means me spending another year in detention. I'm campaigning for the freedom of my people because of the ongoing persecution against them. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. Let's take another comment. He says, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu laments the bastardization of court orders. He wondered why low courts will choose to violate the rulings of the Supreme Court. I was actually surprised that the High Court have refused to obey, exactly, to obey or abide by the determination of the Supreme Court judgment. This is weird. This is very weird. They want to use this tie, just to keep him till 2025. It's not up for them. So guys, we have come to the end of this live session. That will be all for now. So don't forget the trending headlines I mentioned earlier. The first one here is Dangote expresses regrets not purchasing Arsenal Football Club. Secondly, we have Edo election, blatant example of state capture. And lastly, we have Barcelona goalkeeper Stepgen set to undergo surgery. So guys, for more details on this trending headline, like I said, please do well to visit our website, avnews.com. We cover everything happening in the world. Guys, please do well to visit our website for more hot and interesting headlines. So guys, we have come to the end of this live section. If you're new to this channel, drop a comment under the comment section. Let me know your opinion on this case. And guys, please don't forget to like and share this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in my next live section.